Okay, other than my huge mess from all of my tools and stuff that I've done, this is the bartop arcade that I have been working on for a while with the buttons that I got. I just got some buttons, got another set coming for this two-player portion, but yeah, you're blue. And I got this working with stuff and stuff. This is just a temporary button that I mapped as a home button to make it easier to make these, make this work or whatever. Just makes it easier when you can kill applications on your PC and stuff. And all these buttons, this is a USB, USB something. USB, zero delay board thing. So everything's easy to put together. There's no soldering or anything because I can't solder. Well, not that I can't, I just suck at it. And I prefer not to do it. So they have the quick connect stuff or whatever it's called. And you just plug everything in like it was a lamp. So it's very simple. It takes no time. It's like the easiest part of this. You may notice I have some of this here. I damaged the MDF. Tried to fix it with wood filler, but apparently that's not very easy to sand with this. But I looked it up online. They said to use spackle instead of wood filler because it's a bitch to sand and get flat right and stuff, whatever. So, yeah. So what happened was I actually put the screws a little too high. And then while doing something, I leaned on this and it broke. So I had to fix that. So I'm waiting on this to dry so I can sand it and see if I need to do it again so I can flatten it out, paint it, and whatever. But that's not priority right now because I still have a lot to do. Still have to get the, for this. I forgot what it's called. Whatever. This screen was too big. My first video I mentioned that the screen was too big here, so I cut slots in the side of the MDF and I slotted the screen in here and made sure that it was level and everything was correct. This had to be mapped out in the controller settings, so I'm on the beta, so I don't know if that really matters. But it says Dragon Rise Incorporated Generic USB Joystick. It sees it and then it sends it to the computer as if it were like an Xbox controller. So that works very well. Because of the Steam configurator, it's very cool that you can just map any game you want, or emulators, you can map it however you want. And there's a lot of mapping options for that, so I can map this as I please, so it works very well. The buttons that I purchased were too big for the holes that were put in this, so I had to kind of make the holes bigger. But because of my lack of space and my lack of certain tools, I had to kind of do it in a way that wasn't preferred. But you know, it's not going to be showing. So, and it works fine. So it's fine. So tomorrow I'm going to drill a new hole to put this button in there. This is mapped as it's mapped as a home button. And I'll see if I need any other buttons. The cool thing about this is that because, again, Steam's configurator tool, you can do things like map 2 buttons to 1 key. So in Mortal Kombat X, we'll launch Steam Big Picture mode. In Mortal Kombat X, I have this key mapped as left and right trigger, so I can actually pull off the X-ray move in the game. And this is start in that game. Everything else, I use this for start, but in that game, not so much. Whatever. Yeah, so now we can navigate Steam with this. And you can also, of course, you can make your own fighting stick with this idea, so it's looking very interesting too. I don't know about trying it with Android or anything. I haven't tried that. It seems like it may be a little harder because I don't have anything like this Steam configurator tool thing. Which, oh, I'm dumb. You gotta actually pull the game up, and it's gotta be in there. But I also found that if you try to exit out of the game, for some reason, it may just be an update, but if I try to exit out of the game with the actual game's exit button, it causes it to mess up. So, yeah. But yeah, that Mortal Kombat XL. I hooked up the launch box. I only have one game configured right now for main, which is Mortal Kombat 2, and that's cool. So I have it set with like I showed it before, but I have like a CRT filter on it, and it has like borders around it. But one main reason I really wanted a widescreen monitor as well was for these types of games like Mortal Kombat XL and stuff. Street Fighter 4. I don't really have 5. I don't really plan on getting it. So yeah, I have my button configured. For some reason, with this game, it doesn't. From this, it doesn't accept the D-pad. I don't know why, but it won't accept the D-pad input. So I had to map this as an analog stick, which is fine. It works great, but you know, if I want to get to the home menu, I can do that, and then I can go and configure the controller how I want, and that's that. So right now, you see it says joystick move is the D-pad. Whatever. For some reason, there's left stick click, which I can't do, but it doesn't matter to me. I also have another thing set up. Is that? Oh yeah, okay. So I have the start button set as that hotkey type thing, or the button combination to do the move, the X-ray moves. So instead of acting as a start button, it acts as a hotkey or a button combination, and select I have as start instead. So then I can do that, and yeah, here. Towers. I don't have speakers in this yet, so it's kind of silent because there's no sound. That would be a good reason as to why it's silent. So additional towers. This is kind of weird because they map the buttons differently from the old ones. I'm not used to it, so I have to use this as uppercut. I could swap it around, but then confirm would be different. So not either way it would throw me off, so I just have to learn it properly. I keep making mistakes. We have Alien here. So yeah. So there's Leatherface. I guess I have to fight Leatherface. I don't have to. It's showing. So kind of hard to fight from this angle. Keep missing my. Try to do an uppercut again. See if I can. No, stop that. Bad Jason. So I have the middle button. If I can ever get Jason to shut, or Jason, I mean fucking Leatherface, not Jason. God damn it, Leatherface. It's your fault that I called you Jason. They're all in the game. He's gonna kick my ass or no? Yeah, Alien wins. Woohoo! So, yeah, it works. I don't know if the ball's actually coming off or if it's just or the ball unscrewing, or if it's I think it's this thing spinning. It just happens on the iCade all the time. The ball just unscrews itself. Oh, I have that. Oh, missed it. But yeah, It is mapped. I just didn't land the X-ray move. Imagine living through that. Imagine living through anything that happens in these games. I forgot the fucking finishing move. Finishing move is down, down, back, forward. For some reason I can't pull that one off on this. And then back, forward, A. Okay. Yay, I did it. Ah! His head changes shape during the fatality. You know, all of a sudden he grows this huge flower on top of his head, which isn't there. Okay, so I'm just gonna quit out of this. And then. If I exit out of this game using the actual built-in exit, I don't know if I mentioned that, it actually freezes up and causes problems. And so that was actually the main reason I just put this home button there, or that button, just put it there for home, because I need to be able to exit out using Steam's thing. And if I can remember what the hell I was doing, I was going to talk about something. About other things. Oh, that's right. Yeah, nothing in a game. Stop streaming. And then we get out of it. And one of the cool things I have here, it's kind of cool that I don't need any power buttons or anything. I just hit that, hit OK, and it shuts off, and the monitor shuts off, or it goes into its standby mode or whatever. They both go into standby mode. And once that stops telling me no signal, I just tap the button, and it should eventually turn it back on. And there it goes. So it turns right back on. So I don't need any power buttons on there or anything. So yeah. So that's that. I guess I should clean up my mess, which is humongous. It's a good thing there's no SJWs around. They don't like it when you say humongous, and they chase you down the street and start yelling at you. Yeah. Humongous what? Never mind. Yeah, so, just, yay, so it works. I just gotta get the other set of buttons and wire them up. And I'm gonna drill a hole for this and patch all the mistakes up. I'm better at patching up the mistakes than actually doing woodwork, but there's some necessary adjustments, so I just have to rely on myself. Sucks. Anyways, didn't have to use virtual here. I didn't even have the thought of maybe I would take my capture. I have a capture card. I don't really use it much because a lot of my devices have built-in capturing, or I just don't capture them and I just only play them. So sometimes I'm just like, okay, well, why don't I just take because I have one of those portable kind of USB thumb drive type off computer, no computer needed capture cards. I was thinking about actually including that capture card as part of this setup, so I'd have the HDMI, and I'd kind of drill a couple holes to snake the HDMI cables through and USB or whatever, and then I could actually just press a button and record what I'm doing on the arcade cabinet, and then I could just pull the thumb drive or whatever and upload it to the internet, which was a thought, and see if I do that. I don't know. I'll try to figure out how I can get that working, but right now that's not the top priority. I still need speakers. I need this whatchamacallit shit. I gotta look it up now because I can't remember the name of it. Some kind of trim. I forgot what it's called. And I need the buttons that I'm waiting for. I need lights, the Marquee, I need some kind of something to put here. I need paint. I need something to cover over here. So I'm gonna have some kind of, almost like a border, I guess. Let's see. Have a border, whatever. What else do I need? Probably something I'm not thinking of. Oh, I need some caulk and stuff, and a few things. And then. I already have like a power strip to plug everything into. I have plenty of room in here too, because I'm only putting a steam link in there. And there's plenty of room. I can put a body in there, so everything should be easy to neaten up inside there. Easier to neaten up inside there than to neaten up my table right now. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm sure I need other things that I'm not thinking of. But so far, that's it. Thanks for watching. This video is mostly to show you that these USB boards actually do work with the Steam Link if you are looking to get one, or to make a fighting stick for your Steam Link. It does work, yay! But I figured I'd show everything else or talk about it. Whatever. Thank you for watching.